Number 3, is there an absolute maximum? Is there a point where this guy's at the highest and there's nobody else? Well, since it's continuing up forever there, no, there is no absolute maximum, so there's none. What about, is there an absolute bottom spot? Well, there is, right here. He's at the absolute bottom of the graph because right here, -1, 0, it stops. So there is an absolute minimum. That's at 0.8. It's a point. Again, absolute maximum minimums, those are always going to be points. 0.8, -8.2. Okay, what about a relative maximum? Is there a point? Well, we can see it goes up forever, but within this section right here, we can see it sort of goes up and then back down. There is one there, right here. That is a relative maximum, and that was -2.1, 4.1. That was the relatively within that local area. It was at the highest point. Is there one that's relative minimum? Yes. Well, no, I'm wrong, because that guy's an absolute minimum. So he's not relative. He is the absolute. There are none for relative minimum. Now, increasing intervals. So where does it increase? Start left to right. It increases. Let's start right here. It goes up, then it starts going down. So it's increasing from this x values only, -1, to what value? To -2.1. All right. Ooh, Cecil read this wrong. Bad boy. And this is where it gets a little confusing. This goes with that point right there. -3, 0 is that point. So this goes from -3 up to a height of, or to a, x value of -2.1. And again, we don't include them. And then where else does it increase? Well, from here up to infinity, it increases. So from the x value of 0.8 all the way to infinity. Those are the two increasing spots. Where's it decreasing? Well, from here down, it's decreasing. So from the -2.1 down to the 0.8. Yeah, we got to look at these graphs a little. We got to be careful seeing that point goes with here, where it's crossing the x, and that was going there. That was my mistake. All right, let's look at this guy. Now he can continue. We know those are errors if it goes off. Absolute maximum. No, he goes up forever and he goes down forever. So there's none here for either one of these. Neither one. Relative maximum. Is there a local spot? Yeah, right in here, that guy's at a height more so than anybody else around him. So he is a relative maximum. And then this guy right here would be within that little dip section. So he's a relative minimum, 3.1, -0.7. Now, increasing intervals. Where is it increasing? Let's go left to right. So from negative, because this goes all the way down forever. So it's going to the left forever. So it goes from -infinity and goes up to that point right there at -1.7. Then it goes down again, but then it starts increasing again on this spot from 3.1 to positive infinity. So where's it decreasing? Well, the only decreasing in this graph is right there from -1.7. It goes down to 3.1, and then it starts going back up. Again, we're reading things from left, -infinity, to right, positive infinity.